Hello everyone, welcome to Fableheim and Aethermancer. I played this monster battling roguelike when it was a demo for the Steam Next Fest a few months ago. But today it has released into early access. New biomes, new bosses, new monsters, new fun. So without further ado, let's hop in. We do have our save from the demo, it can carry over. However, to make sure there's no compatibility issues and to see any of the new stuff, and in case you didn't watch the demo videos, that's completely fine. Let us make a new game. For too long, you have overstepped your place. Void will cover every city of our world, starting in Vigil. A fitting end, if considered. All was created, now all shall share our fate. First, the fractured ruins, then all Terrastay, then you, Mithras, Syriax. That's us. First monster, choose your soul-bounded monster. You can start with this monster in future runs. So they have added new options here. I believe Sheriff and Jotun were the only starters in the demo, but there is now Nize, who is a healer that can poison people, and there is Minokawa, which is a bird. I'm going to try Nize. So for details, we have the traits. Her passive trait is the Toxic Tides. Whenever this monster receives or applies a heal, apply poison to the enemy with the lowest amount of poison. And she has two starting actions. The ether, or the element, is very important in this game to keep in mind. Her basic attack, the Leeching Strikes, or I suppose her simple one for 1 mana, 1 water ether, 2 times 3 water damage against target, heals all allies for 5, and then restore. An earth and water ability, heals target ally for 3 times 3, and target generates 3 random ethers. She seems very strong. I'll take it. Do I want to give a nickname to Nize? No, we're good for now. The nickname is a new feature. We are inside the void now. The entirety of the fractured ruins has been devoured by it. Wild monsters roam this area. My old friend, I will once again require your support in battle. Is she following us around? I don't believe your monsters followed you. This tent appears to be rather new, which means there are people actually living in the void. They call me mad. Yes, Syriax, you are mad indeed. A wild monster is blocking her path. We will have to fight it. Is it shift? I don't remember how to do this. Can I do this? So there's an ambush. I was trying to do it. I don't remember how to do it. Well, we'll find out, I'm sure. Monsters can use different actions in combat. Most actions cost ether to be used. There are 4 different elements of ether: fire, earth, water, and wind. You currently do not have much ether. Your only option is to use your monster's basic attack, which can always be used to generate additional ether based on your monster's elements. Yes, it's coming back to me. This is the, my goat. This character. Every enemy has a poise weakness. The color of the diamond icon next to their health bar corresponds to the element that they are weak to. Attack those enemies with enough hits of that element and they will be staggered. A staggered enemy skips its next action, and all damage against it is increased by 50%. Try it out now. You have enough ether to stagger your enemy. Managing this is one of the most important things in the game. Look at that, I healed myself so it poisoned him. The enemy monster is now staggered, which means you can use the craft memento action on it this turn. The craft memento action lets you gain a monster's memento, which permanently unlocks that monster across all runs. Use the craft memento action on the enemy now. It is one of the Aethermancer's actions. Down here, we have what you could consider summoner skills. And we're going to capture my goat. The Tatzelworm. He too is a poison character. And he is so strong. I've done the most damage, I think, with the Tatzelfirm. This is the worthiness screen. Your monsters gain worthiness in combat through a variety of means, like dealing damage, healing allies, or preventing enemy actions. Worthiness provides small permanent bonuses to your monsters, which persist when you rebirth your monsters on future runs. This is the roguelite mechanic. We can see here what this does. We get some bonus damage, bonus healing. Oh no, this is how we obtain them. Never mind. Take that back. I don't remember how we see what we get for leveling, but okay. I had a few characters at worthiness level 3, and I think one at 4 in the demo, but like I said, we're here to see all of the new stuff, and not everyone watched the demo video. That's completely fine. On interrupt, there's a chance to apply power. Okay. So that means when we interrupt our opponent, we shatter them. She can obtain a special buff that increases her damage. Ah, there is a monster shrine over there. These constructs have been created by my kind over the course of thousands of years. I can perform a monster rebirth there. We should do so. There's safety in numbers, after all. I believe the Tatzelfirm is an earthen elemental focus character. Monster rebirth allows you to add a new monster to your party. You only require a monster soul to do so. Each monster shrine may only be used once. You start each run with 3 monster souls. Each monster shrine offers you a random selection of monsters equal to the amount of monster souls that you have. However, you also need to unlock monsters first by crafting their mementos. You currently only have the memento of the monster you fought earlier. So that is the only option available to you here. The Tatzelfirm! Yeah, he is Fire Earth. That's actually perfect for covering all 4 elements. I wonder if that was planned. The Tatzel... I love the name the Tatzelfirm. I love saying it. That's going to be readily apparent, I'm sure. The Tatzelfirm! This time, let us initiate combat by performing a Void Blitz. This ability allows the Aethermancer to ambush the enemies, which removes 2 poise from the targeted enemy. This makes them easier to stagger in combat. It's spacebar. Is that my boy? Is that Richard D. Pecker himself? I think it is. We can only capture 1 person every combat. Your party is almost complete. You just need a 3rd monster now. To add a 3rd monster, you need at least 1 more memento. Stagger one of these enemy monsters and use the craft memento action on it to gain his memento. Good luck! So we could, already capture the Walpertinger. Do we want to do that? The Walpertinger... Walpertinger is like a support character. But I think, can't he also do healing sidekick shenanigans? I think he can do sidekick shenanigans, but I don't think he can do healing stuff. Well, what we can do... I'm going to go for Mr. Richard D. Pecker. Oh. Oh, I need to do fire to break him. That's right. Well, we'll do this. This will destroy the Walpertinger with the poison and heal us a little bit. Unfortunately, we can't overheal, but it's a lovely. Now, we can do this to break him. And Mr. Richard D. Pecker shall be ours. The Cockatrice! Ah, good times. Sorry, my controls are a little slow because I am having a hard time not pressing Class of Heroes 3 buttons. Well done, Nixie. Oh, interesting. So that can proc not just on interrupt. It can proc when you're hitting a staggered person. Or did that interrupt him? I don't know. We have leveled up, meaning that we get to pick a new trait. The Blood Pact. I almost instantly picked that, just because of the name. At the end of your turn, deals a water hit to all enemies. Damage equals 1 for every 5 healing triggered by allies this round. Free damage. Auto heal. On attack, heals the ally with the lowest health And when I heal, I poison. At the start of your turn, generates Wild Ether. At the end of your turn, consume Wild Ether and deals a 3 hit damage to this monster for each. Oh. I kind of want to take the Blood Pact. This sounds fun. They're both pretty good, but I will take the Blood Pact. I believe the Blood Pact is new. We got the Talisman. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 15% chance to apply another of the same type. Unfortunately, on this, when it comes to equipment, you have to equip it the turn you get it, otherwise you scrap it. And we can do some buffing with the Tassel. I wouldn't say a lot. You are on a height now. You can use the Void Dash to dash between cliffs. When you get close enough to another cliff, you can see a Phantom of Syrinx to indicate that you can Void Dash to that cliff. Try it out here by dashing to the other cliff. Press left shift to dash when you see the Phantom. Okay. One thing I will say is that exploration in this game has always felt pretty clean. Because it's very linear. In like the controls. Actually, I don't know if the maps are... Maps are the same, right? They're not randomized? Anyway. A body made of ether and a fellowship of beautiful little monsters. You must be an Aethermancer. I hope you're here to help us out and not cause more problems. I will try my best. Who is us? Sorry, rude of me not to introduce myself. I am Lily, resident witch of Pilgrim's Rest. You should come visit sometime. It is beautiful when there isn't a void threatening to swallow it whole. Perhaps I will. My name is Syrinx. I hope that no ill fate befalls Pilgrim's Rest and its people. That is sweet of you to say. I knew it. Someone with a band of monsters following them around cannot be a bad person. How about this? Meet me in Pilgrim's Rest and I will offer you my services. I'm an expert at soul bonding, you see. Soul bonding uses a monster's memento to bind its soul to you, which means it is always there when you need it. And whenever I enter the void anew, I can choose it to be by my side. That can be useful indeed. Exactly. Also, I can help you out whenever we run across each other in the void. Here, I found this blank memento. You can use it to craft a memento of a monster, right? Thanks. I hope I can help you and your monsters out. Thank you, Lily. So, as you mentioned, she is the soul bonder. Basically just means that if we craft something memento, we can go to her, purchase a thing, and it will always give us access to that monster. We can even start with them. Some monsters will attempt to ambush you. When you get close to them, you can press space to use the Void Parry to counter their ambush, giving you the same advantage as when you perform the Void Blitz. I thought there was supposed to be a pop-up. I did not see a pop-up. Oh. But I still got it anyway. We'll go ahead and interrupt our little dragon friends. So now the question is, do we want a dragon or do we want the Mandragora? I saw one of the craziest builds ever with a Mandragora, and I think it involved abusing heal poison shenanigans, so I'm going to try and grab the Mandragora. We had the blood patch go off. But I don't know what it did. Oh, can I capture you as well? Sorry, I thought I could do these once. But we got the Wormling. Ah, I remember when you were added to the video game. So long ago that was now. Time just flies. Okay. Yes, heal that. Oh. There's also reset actions. We just saw this guy reset himself, so he restored his little crystals and is no longer staggered, so he no longer takes bonus damage. When he did that, he inflicted weakened as well. That's very rude. This should heal us. And will also trigger the Blood Pact. Very nice, very nice. GG. We're able to capture them both. I didn't know we could. The Tatzelworm is poisoning. Ah, the Tatzelworm, my goats. I should look what he does. Yeah, he also has passive crit, that's right. Or he can get it. +3 crit damage. At the start of combat, and whenever an enemy is staggered, applies 1 force. Force turns each hit into a critical hit. Nice. Which deals 50% more damage, rounded up, and +1 poise damage. So if we have passive crit chance and we accidentally crit, we also do bonus crit damage, or poise damage. It's so very good. Every third hit of an action is a critical hit. For multi-target actions, it is every second hit against each monster instead. I believe we do have... So the Primeval Blight is his passive. On crit, applies poison. This monster gains 4% crit chance for every poison stack on enemies. Wow, this combo is better than I thought. The Toxic Slash is 2 times 4. So he would auto-crit this. And this is 4 times 2. So he would not crit that. Hunt is very... The great thing about Hunt is that it, of course, affects himself and both of his allies. So I think Hunt is the play. But it could be Cruelty. Because this is free... Wait, and then we have the Amulet, don't we? Whenever we apply a buff, we might get another buff. I don't know if Force can stack, though. Let's take Cruelty. No need to think too hard. This is the tutorial round. I don't have to think too hard about this. I'm just trying to, you know, prepare myself. I have a bad habit of playing quickly. And it's a habit I kind of need to slow down. These branching paths lead deeper into the void. I can sense that each path will take me to a different zone. All part of the same biome, but with a different fate in store for me. This is but the beginning of my journey towards the core of the void. At one point in time, I knew what all these meant. I believe the left is the knight. He can give us an artifact. I believe this is an ether spring. And this is a monster shrine. Oh, I can just walk over to them. Oh, the envoy. That's right. We should probably meet the envoy. He has a bunch of roguelite mechanics. And I love doing his voice. I give him an insane voice because he feels insane. Alright. I'm going to take the Mandragora. When choosing your monster, you should primarily consider the monster's signature trait, elements, and types. This way you can quickly identify what the monster's strengths are and what role it can play in combat. I forgot that this guy was a tank. So Richard D. Pecker. Oh yeah, he does retaliates, doesn't he? Yeah. He dodges and retaliates, Mr. Richard D. Pecker. Well, I want to take this. The Mandragora is wholesome. At the start of combat, applies 1 regeneration to self. Whenever regeneration triggers on this monster, applies regeneration to each ally, then triggers regeneration on them. As you can tell, the Mandragora is all about healing. So we have kind of, I wouldn't say a squishy, but definitely a lesser health team. We don't have any tanks that... The truly tanky characters tend to be able to, like, retaliate, or... Not retaliate, but... They perform a Void Blitz, they lose 3 points instead of 2. Mr. Richard D. Pecker can, retaliate, but they have, like, taunts where they can direct where the next attack goes and send it to them instead of whichever poor soul is being bonked. Oh. We got some Void Crystals, and we can Void Blitz. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Should probably go after you. Alrighty. We can capture Orthrus. He's like a sidekick character. Your monsters do not have to fight alone. The Aethermancer can also use certain actions in combat, such as artifacts. Artifacts are special items that you can use in combat. Each artifact has a certain number of charges, which are refreshed whenever you get to a rest site. You don't have to worry about losing them when you use them. Very important that I do use them. So unfortunately, we do not have a... like a wind element to get rid of these. So I probably should have attacked the Walpertinger. We'll just swing with Nixie here. And we got a crit, so we staggered him. So all sorts of great things happened. What we can do is we can apply weakness. Which, even though it's not going to stagger them or anything like that, it will reduce their damage. In fact, I believe it makes them deal 1 for each stack that they have. Yeah. It is a pretty great way to reduce incoming damage. Beware! At least one of your enemies is going to reset its poise this turn. As part of its reset action. Apart from resetting its poise, reset actions generate 1 random ether and triggers an additional effect based on the individual monster. Enemies use reset actions the turn after they were staggered, or when enough turns have passed in combat without them getting staggered. Yep. I did go over this game, but thank you. Now, I want the Tansel Worm to go poison someone else, but I also want... Is the poison trigger first? I actually don't remember. We're gonna find out, though. Look at my poison, isn't it amazing? My goat, the Tansel Worm. And you can weaken this guy. Alrighty. 31. Okay. The Orthrus is kind of a supporting character, so this isn't that surprising. But with all those weaknesses, I don't know how much damage he's going to be capable of doing. In fact, I think it's going to be very little. Then we heal and apply poison to him. The build's coming together. Already. The Monster Soul. Oh. We made it to the end, okay. Make sure we discover the map. You have found the end of this zone. You might want to use the map to check if there are any undiscovered zones in this map. You can also use the map to teleport to any points of interest you've discovered in the zone. Open the map by pressing M. Yeah, so the map is great. Because we can just... Whoop. I love the map in this game. So good. Can I not pop? Okay. So can I not pass this? I appreciate how much time they give me for the Void Parry, because sometimes I can be very slow. We do not have the Flame to break the Mandragora. Wrong button. I want to weaken the Walpertinger. We could attack here with Orthrus, or with a Tansel Worm. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. They weren't able to really mitigate a lot of damage here. But, we got rid of one, that's good. I believe they added a higher difficulty, too. There were some absolutely mental individuals. I crit with on weekend, that's so funny. They came up with some crazy builds, and I... Honestly, I never would have figured out how they put them all together. 31. Huzzah! But yeah, I believe this is just normal difficulty. That was sidekick. Very rude. If this were a higher difficulty, that might have been a dead tassel for him. We also have a rather unique situation here. Actually, it's not unique at all. We have a situation here. You can see a little bit of a purple bar underneath the HP pool of especially the tassel farm. That is corruption. Now, corruption happens when you take damage while you're missing HP. And that basically reduces your max HP that you start battle with. You can heal through it, though. If you are... Ooh. How is this dedicated support action? How is that just 1 water, 1 fire? Huh. I'm assuming... Wait, does it really generate 1 water, 1 fire, 1 wind, 1 earth? Toxic healing heals target ally for 3 times 6. Applies 3 poison to all enemies. Triggers poison on all enemies. Ooh, it is 3 earth ether. That's very expensive. Slime shot. 3 times 3 water earth damage against target enemy. Applies 3 poison to target enemy and self. Generates 1 random ether. I don't think we need that. I'm very interested in this. The ability to trigger poison is so strong. I think I'm gonna take it. Okay. I accidentally double tapped the spacebar. There is a way to look at your crew. What did I get for you? Whenever regeneration triggers on an ally, shields them for 4. That's not very good for my team composition, but, okay. There is the ability to respec. Same. End of the turn applies 1 temporary power to self. Healing +1. Okay, sure. Not a bad thing for, little Mandragora boyo. Okay. And here he is. Do my eyes deceive me? Another Aethermancer here, inside the void. I am called Alioth. They sent me here to investigate the massive void phenomenon. Are you here to assist me? Greetings. My name is Syrinx. I'm here on my own. The issues seem too important to ignore. An Aethermancer operating on their own? So you were not sent by Aquilus. How curious. No matter. I am sure we can still help each other out. I take it you are proficient with artifacts, are you not? I am indeed. They've had quite an impact on my travels. In that case, I believe I can help you out with my magic. Let me see what I have for you. A strangely shaped ore chunk hovers in the air above Alioth's hand. This is ethereal ore, a metal infused with ether, commonly believed to be extremely rare. Much more common within the void, however. I could split the ore in 2, forming 2 artifacts. 1 for you, 1 for me. You can have first pick if you like. Do you split the ethereal ore? Sure, we could refuse for money, but we will. Take the free artifact. Behold, the product of the ethereal ore that was torn asunder, never to be remade anew. Pick your choice of artifact. I love the Rod of Command. Chromatic Scroll, though, could be good. My brain's remembering, like, the harder difficulty where 3 poise is nothing. So we will take the Rod of Command. As expected, Zidiox. The Rod of Command is exceptional. And if you are familiar with Age of Wonders 4... Is that a Whoppertinger? It is. I didn't capture Northrus. It is just command from the champions. Exceptional in that game and exceptional in this one. Alrighty. Let's break whoever we want, really. We probably want to break the top one here because we are already wounded. Insane. I'm Unfortunately, that means I don't have enough to... Let's be a little defensive here. So we all have regeneration. Fantastic. Means I didn't have enough to break this guy, but that's okay. We'll generate some ether. The Blood Pact will slay its foes. That was quite a lot of damage on Mr. Mandragora, but he healed up. We got some free shields. Buffs are popping. I suppose we can break the cock. Then we can work on this. I could activate poison, actually. So it should pop him off, and then we get poison, and then we activate the poison. And then the Blood Pact. Oh, yeah. The build's here. The vision is coming together. The Tatzelworm. Be careful with pressing space. 4x4. Fire damage against target enemy, 20% crit chance. Interesting. I like it, but I don't like the fact that it requires 3 fire. We're generating a lot of earth because we have 2 earth characters. We are not generating a lot of fire. Applies regeneration to target ally. Target generates 2 random ether. Free action. This also applies the shield. And we get a YOLO ether out of it. I'm into it. Oh. But it's a Venom world. A skill rate roll, nice. One of the roguelite things is to start with those. This fountain is what the monsterkin of Vigil simply called unequivalent exchange. Oh, this is new. The equivalent exchange is an enchanted fountain that will produce a specific reward based on the offerings that you give it. It allows you to trade gold for ether crystals, or vice versa. Keep in mind that once a trade has been performed, the fountain cannot be used again. So, if I remember correctly, gold is for the run you're in. You'll find a merchant, you can spend it out. Ether crystals is the roguelike currency. The more you give, the more you receive. Keep in mind that once trades has been performed, they're not going to be used. We need at least 5 gold. Give 5 gold, receive 15 ether crystals. So it shall be. Okay. Again, we're just in the, we're in the tutorial run. I press space, not shift. So I think ether crystals will be more valuable. Okay, we can go yellow NPC, the ether spring, or the rare loots. Shall we go meet a yellow NPC? Who shall it be? So we have a monster shrine here. At the shrine, we can contract a new character. Or I think we can resurrect one that's died. Maybe we can't. But you can only have 3 characters in your party, so that's just there in case we make, Oh, a mistake. Hello. Well, what do we have here? Another one of those ghastly void creatures. I'm an Aethermancer, actually. My name is Sirix. I mean you no harm. An Aethermancer. Your kind doesn't usually come around Pilgrim's Rest often, do they? Or at least they don't show up at my restaurant anyhow. That would make sense. Our kind doesn't eat or drink. How ghastly. Well, I suppose we won't have much to talk about then. Goodbye, sir. Unless those monsters of yours happen to have a better appetite than you. Certainly. What do you have in mind, chef? Oh, you can call me Myrna. My dishes will bring the best out of your monsters, I just know it. If they can stomach it, that is. I never hold back on my spices, you see. I see. You make my monsters stronger, but at a price. Seems risky. Risky? It's the most important spice of life. A thick cloud of steam envelops Myrna. Its origin, a sizzling hot pan filled with glowing food. And now this will give your monster a real kick. I call it the memory vegetable stew. It'll bring back some nice memories as well as some corruption, but that's normal. The best memories are bittersweet. So, oh, that's 7. We can get some random XP at the cost of corruption, which again is reducing our max HP that we start combat with, but with our build, with the sheer amount of healing we have, this is something we can easily overcome. We could also refuse and cleanse that corruption instead. But no. The Tatzelworm has an unholy amount of corruption already. But in the future, if we can find a way to cleanse a single person, it's a lot of value on the Tatzelworm. We could also give it to the Mandragora and get him to catch up. I think that's the play. Perfect! I can tell it worked by the look in their eyes. I don't have my voice really nailed for her. Okay, 3 times 2 water earth damage against target enemy. Deals an additional 2 times 2 damage if the enemy has weakness. The Mandragora is the one that applies weakness. Heals all allies for 2 times 7. Cleanses debuffs. Cleanses 2 corruptions from allies in the first use in combat. Well, apply regeneration 3 to target ally, then trigger all regeneration. We could also re-roll here. We could look for a poison thing. I think I will take Cleansing Rain. We have lots of healing. We have tools for healing, or with healing. It's just kind of all good. Oh, we have a slime. And we have enemy Tatzelworms. The slime is a fun one. I use the word fun loosely. We could... Are we going to turn one... Are we going to turn one Cleansing Rain? We might. You are fighting an ooze. Its signature trait can be tricky to fight against, as it can deal increasing amounts of damage to your whole party if left unchecked. You can inspect your enemy's signature traits by pressing F to use the Inspect feature in combat. So we press F and then we can... Okay, there we go. This is the Putrid Ooze, yeah. On action, applies 2 poison to self. Whenever poison triggers on this monster, enemies will also take damage from it. Kind of annoying. It feels a little inefficient to do it this way. We might have to hold on the cleanse. I mean... Yeah, I think we're going to heal with Nixie's AoE. So... I wonder if poisoning him causes him to deal damage. I think it does. But the reason why I didn't want to use Cleansing Rain turn 1 is because we're going to be poisoned by the Tatzelworms. Also, the Blood Aura did great. Whenever your monsters take a certain amount of direct damage from enemy actions without being protected by shield, they take on Corruption. Corruption lowers their starting health in each following combat. Try to avoid Corruption if possible. I thought I was going to be debuffed here. And was going to, you know, cleanse it with the rain. I had this all planned out, and it was all great. Well. A little concerned about this Tatzelworm. What schemes he has planned. I could go all in and kill him. Hey, we need to go all in. We can just do that. He's poisoned. Poisoned, I say. Alright, blood. The blood pact. Huzzah. He poisoned me. Rude. Okay, we definitely want to cleanse. This is going to cleanse our debuffs, and it's going to remove some of our corruption, because we used it the first time here. Isn't that nice? There are lots of items as well we can use to remove corruption. I remember with the Jotun, there was a way to, like, cleanse himself. He's a tanky boy, though. Which is the character I think I got to Worthiness 4 in the demo. We got a chain. On single target attack, if the enemies have 6 or more ether, purge 1 enemy ether. And Earth Generator +1. If the enemies have 6 or more ether, purge. This is pretty good. I might take this over the talisman, to be honest. Or we could scrap it. Could also go over this. You know what? We'll take it over the talisman. Which should scrap the talisman for 3. This must be what the monsterkin call a blessed pond. For a simple offering of coin, it may cleanse one's soul, or so the story goes. The blessed pond beckons to your monster. A trace of the monster's deity's power still remains here. You may offer coin to the pond to cleanse your monsters of their corruption. 5 gold to the pond to cleanse the corruption from all monsters. Huzzah! See? Now Nixie is at 0. But I'm broke. I have 3 coins. 3 gold to my name. And even that is only just the skull. Whenever this monster applies a debuff to an enemy, 15% chance to apply another stack of the same debuff cannot trigger with itself. I don't remember if poison counts as a debuff. I'm assuming it does, right? We're just going to assume it does. We did lose the bonus earth generator, which does suck, but if I can if I could, you know, put 2 stacks of poison where only 1 was meant to go, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Now, unfortunately, I can't break anything here, so we are going to take a little bit of a whopping. But I mean, hey. What you gonna do? I think this guy's the scariest, honestly. Oh, and he has Retaliate. So he's the scariest, and I mean him worse. Good job, Fabe. Alright, we'll heal up a little bit. It's really unfortunate to not have, like, a shield generator of some kind. That's usually how you become pretty tanky. Goodbye, Mandragora. You were loved. Oh my goodness, he lived. But, yeah. You know, that's kind of what happens. You know what? We're gonna do this. I probably should have, if I was gonna do that this way, I definitely should have attacked with the Tassel from Force. But that's okay. To apply more poison, you know? Okay, so he's dead. That's good. I should probably just Cleansing Rain. Get rid of the corruption. Even though we don't have any debuffs or dispelling. Alright. Big damage for the Blood Pact. Blood for the Blood God. Burn is really annoying. I believe it deals damage to you when you take an when you perform an action. I'm really missing Fire Ether. Like, supremely. We'll do that, and then I think we can just bonk this guy. Give him more stacks. Cool. That should be GG. The Mandragora almost died, but we made it. Slowly. Gently. This is how life is taken. We definitely need to try and find, like, a way to generate shields, if we can. A colossal sword that must have been carried by a colossal human. Or a monsterkin, if not something even bigger. A soul altar. A crude altar crafted by the monsterkin many centuries ago as a place of worship for the monster deities. A sacrifice is required for those who wish to use the soul altar's power. Should you accept, one of your spare monster souls will be released unto the void. You may then choose a temporary boon that will aid your monsters in the next 2 battles. You will be offered a selection of boons based on the types of your monsters. The soul altar may be used multiple times, but only one of its boon may be active at one time. Well, we're taking the regeneration boon. For your offering, the altar grants you the regeneration boon. 2 reasons for this. 1, we have a lot of corruption. So, the regeneration will help us heal into the corruption. Hello. Can't afford the merchant. There's the witch. There's a rare item. I think we take to the witch. I don't remember if she can help me with this corruption situation, but we'll see. As you may have noticed, corruption is a constant danger that diminishes your monster's survivability throughout a run. There are only few ways of cleansing corruption, and they only cleanse a limited amount of it at a time. Successfully dealing with corruption by preventing and playing around it is one of your main challenges as an Aethermancer. It sure is, game. Nice to meet you again, Siriax. Likewise. I hope the blank memento I gave you helped you out. I don't think I'll find any more soon, though. But aside from that, I'll always help you out with my potions and crystals to guide your monsters by refocusing their talents. Well, that is already plenty, thank you. Lily holds a strange crystal in her hand. It exudes a volatile, pulsing energy. Look what I created. It is an active memory crystal. It contains the memories of a monster's past life. Give it to a monster to replace one of its skills with a new skill. So we can reroll an action or we can reroll a trait. Ooh. Well, I was going to try and reroll the Mandragore's regeneration, but do we want to? Yeah. Because we have the bonus regeneration. Well, we're going to find out. Whenever an enemy is staggered, consumes all stack of weakness on the Regenerate Wild Ether. Whenever allies apply 5 or more poison in the same turn, applies regeneration to each ally. Okay. That's really difficult to do. On attack, heals the lowest ally by 2/4. That's pretty good. But we're not really attacking. I mean, we're kind of attacking with the Mandragora. Do I dare use my 1 reroll? I think we're going to go Toxic Cycle. We're just going to commit. Commit to the meme. Now, unfortunately, this is the boss, and we are 1 fight away from leveling up 2 of our characters, but it is what it is. This is a champion monster. You face them at the end of each biome. They are tougher, have more skills, and use 2 actions each turn. You have to defeat them to advance to the next biome. Alrighty. So this is the Warden, the champion Warden anyway. While most enemies have a simple poise weakness corresponding to one of the 4 elements, some enemies have a special poise weakness. This champion monster is not weak to any of the 4 elements. Instead, it simply needs to be hit with a great amount of hits to be staggered, regardless of element. Also, since it's a champion monster, it only loses 1 of its actions when it is staggered, but it still takes bonus damage. So, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what we're doing here. First of all, I need to use these. So we will weaken. Poison. That triggered the toxic trait. And then we'll heal. Wait, why do I have so much regeneration? Huh. My poor Tatzelfam. Okie dokie. We can capture him, I believe. The Warden is a great unit. So we're definitely going to do that. The only question is, how do I want to do this? Because I kind of want to do this. Poison. Poison. Okay. The Warden. He's a tanky boy. He also has Purge, which is fun. I definitely need to use the Cleansing Rain before we end battle today. Or before we end this particular battle. We have a lot of water ether, so I don't need to swing. We can just go in. We're at 42 blood pact stacks. That's his purge. We lost a water ether. No big deal, though. Oh, yeah. And I mean, why not? After all, why shouldn't I? 37 poison. We'll go ahead and cleanse. This will remove some of our corruption. And it will remove the weakness from our Nize, which we can use to swing. He is going to reset his action here, whatever that's going to do to us. But I think he's dead. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. Nice. Whenever allies heal for 50 or more in the same turn. Wow. Triggers poison on all enemies. I mean... Wow. When you reach 5 ether of the same element, purges 1 enemy ether of the same element and applies power to self. We come close to being able to do viral healing, but I actually don't think we heal for 50. We heal for... I might take auto heal. Because this should trigger... Nurse monster receives or applies healing. This, I would assume, would trigger twice, right? Because we have the heals ally for 5 from this, and we have the auto heal. So whenever she attacks, she triggers this twice, I think. We'll take the auto heal. I feel like a reroll wouldn't be a bad choice there, but we'll take the auto heal. Whenever an enemy's weakness is consumed, heals the ally with the lowest health for 5. Ooh. For every 3 consumed regeneration stacks. Applies power to the ally with the least amount of power. Could be good. Whenever an enemy is staggered, consumes all stacks of weakness on them to generate ether. We did apply a truly heinous amount of regeneration in that battle. And I gotta be honest, I'm not even entirely sure why. Oh, because of this. Okay. Sure. Polluted Ether. On attack, consume up to 1 Earth Ether to deal a 6 Earth damage hit and apply 6 poison to target enemy. I'm into it. Poison... What? Poison no longer triggers at the start of the turn. Poison damage is doubled. This applies to both allies and enemies. I've never seen this before. Does this mean no longer triggers at the start of the turn? This could mean one of 2 things. It could mean that it triggers at the end of the turn, or it could mean it doesn't trigger at all, and you have to pop it with the skills that say trigger poison. If it is the latter, that's pretty not great. If it's the former, that's okay. I'm really not sure. If anyone knows, I would love to know. Yeah, that's the toggle. I think I'm just going to take Polluted Ether. I really like Polluted Ether. It's a great way to just build up YOLO poison. Not YOLO poison, you're just going on the target, but... The Hexing Harp Artifacts. Especially because we are generating Earth from both Nize and Tatzelworm. We should have plenty of Earth to spare. It looks like we can only go one direction here. Oh, right, this is the rest stop. So this is the rest. You have entered the rest site. This is a safe place in between the dangerous biome of the void. The cauldron you see there is the monster meal, specially prepared for your monsters. It will cleanse a large amount of corruption from your monsters. 15, wow. Interesting. Another Aethermancer. Who are you then, child of Sol? You are familiar with my kind? That is unusual. My name is Sidix. Many things are known to us. Apologies, but who is us? And what are you doing here anyway? Why, this is our home. The fractured ruins. Is there a better place on Tenestay? And by us, I mean us. A humble trader living a simple and modest life, and his associate. Say hi, Sally. Are you aware you're inside of the void? Yes, the void. A natural part of our world, I am afraid. Life and death, aether and void. With the chit-chat out of the way, perhaps you are interested in my wares. Care to buy anything? Oh, this is new. They have completely reworked his UI. At the end of combat, cleanses 3 corruption from self. See? Corruption item. It's on sale. I think that's the only reason I can afford it. Ether chance plus 30%. On action, 30% to generate a random ether. Damage plus 1. Okay. Yes, I am interested. Actually, this would have been some nice booties. But alas, I'm broke. Generate... Oh, this is an artifact. Okay. Well, we're buying this. The other question is, who is getting it? I still am not certain if the skull is working on the Tatzelworm. I guess we're getting rid of the belts. The Tatzelworm is doing the damage. We have to give it to the Tatzelworm. We could buy yellow XP as well. This goes up by 5 gold every single time. Usually a good idea to grab one. I might as well grab a monster soul as well. Just in case. Okay. Heading to the next biome, which now has fancy portals. We can meet the knight, we can go to an ether spring, or we can find rare loot. We did just purchase loot, so I'd feel a little bad if we got worse loot. We could also go to the... Let's go to the ether spring. So the ether spring, I believe you can only encounter 1 per biome. Because they give you a permanent boon for the run. Permanent for the run. And we get to choose. Fire. Equipment from random loot traps have a 35% chance to be a higher tier. At the end of each combat, 20% chance of one of your monsters gain 1 XP. That's it. Oh my. Oh hey. Man, we don't have any wind. This thing is horrifying. This book. If the book is allowed to do book things, we are not in a good spot. So we need to beat its brakes off. The reason why the book has those ether things around it is because this is a wild ether character. I believe it is the only one that is strictly wild ether. And it's can do kind of like anything and everything. Oh, look at that poison, just magnifique. Unfortunately, we did run out of ether to do stuff with, but we'll keep hitting stuff. Okay, poison did its job. You're gaining power, which I don't like, but don't worry, I'm about to stagger you senseless. That guy is a chef. We have the Walpertinger, right? I think so. Actually, I don't think we do. But it doesn't matter, I'm out of blank mementos. Alas, poor warlock, I cannot capture you. Sitting here watching the effects. Envenom! Alright. Kaboom. Well, that was fun. The build's all coming together. Our greatest weakness right now is I do not have a win skill. I believe we got a bonus XP. Oh, this is a good ability. It's a free action. This is also a free action. 2 times 3 earth damage against all enemies. Apply 2 poison and 1 weakness. Oh my. AoEs are very rare in this game, and this instantly procs the regeneration thing for applying 5 poison. So does Smog, and it doesn't take 3 freaking earth skills. I think we're taking Smog. I need to generate so much earth. Honestly, maybe I should take Snow Charm. The great thing about Snow Charm is it is also a shield, right? This is like, we don't have shields. I really want to take this, but we're going to take this. Lance. Converts the element of the first hit of each attack into wild damage. Wild damage +2. Water generator +1. Water damage +1. Congratulations, Nixie. You have a weapon. Give the Flying Fairy a lance. The Aetherspring in the first biome is pretty strong in my opinion. Unless they've changed it. Which maybe they have. Unfortunately, I don't really remember what, what really it did. Might have been bonus gold. Not sure. Anyway, everyone say hello to the bats. I guess we can stagger this. I will apply some poison with the earth thingy. And we crit. We got regeneration. All's well that ends well. I think. My poor Mandragora just not doing anything. These aren't the Mephisto, are they? These do have Dread, though, or whatever it's called. Freaking ow! No, you're not allowed to heal. Okay. We might be able to break this thing. I think I'd rather just envenom, though. That's kind of weird. Like, I think this will just do more. Damage. Okay, so now you're dead for sure. We also have triggered the Blood Pacts. Make sure you die. Okay. Go, my mighty Blood Pacts. So he healed himself and buffed himself, and that's a redirect up there. That's the tanky thingy. It's not taunt, it's like redirect. Oh, I'll envenom you too. Tell me I won't. Good. Alright, well. Good job, team. A poison for the soul, and a rot upon the body. The fact that the poison ticks at the start of combat is part of what makes it so strong, because it can end an enemy turn before it begins. Applies regeneration to all allies, then shields for 2 for each regeneration stack on them. What is this? 1 times 20 water earth damage against target enemy, +6 damage and +1 poise damage for every regeneration stack. Now, 1 times 20 suggests that this is going to hit for 1 damage 20 times. I think it's the other way around, though. Oh, I got a skill reroll. Nice. Dead end. I think we're going to give him our mud fists. I knew that felt small. I missed something. By golly gee! Oh, hey, the crab. This is another tank here. I don't think I've ever actually used the crab. He's a bit of an oddball. He's really slow, and he, like, hides in his shell and then does stuff, I guess. That's my descriptor of him. Well, where's the harp do? Purges enemy ether. Oh, that's fun. Fun, but I don't really feel threatened at the moment. That may change in a moment, but we'll see. Did a lot of nothing this turn. Part of the problem with picking up new, Oh, I got really nervous there. Part of the problem with picking up new, fancy, expensive skills. I only have 1 regeneration on me. Okay, so it only hits once. I thought it was hitting 20 times, which didn't make much sense, but... well, it'll be our backup, I think. Anywho. Part of the problem with picking up new, fangled skills is that your ether generation becomes more and more important every single time. Okay. Oh, he blocked for him. That's right, there's a redirect there. That's so right. Yeah. Make sure this guy dies. Remember, the lance is giving us wild damage on our first attack, so it will reduce anyone's poise by 1. Nice swing, bruh. I shouldn't talk too much crap. There's a lot of weakness that went into that. Alright, well. Goodbye. How much damage will this do, you think? 33. Okay. Alright. Hey, where they just level to heal generator. Heal generator +3. I'm not sure what that means, but hey, we got some ether crystals, our permanent currency. Nope. Okay, hold on. We have some regeneration synergies. I do have a wind ability here, but am I generating any wind? Additionally deals 1 times 8 damage to the enemy with the lowest health that didn't receive additional damage this way. I'm really thinking about doing Regeneration Bloom, but I'm also thinking about re-rolling here. Huh. You know what? Deals an additional X damage hit. 2 for each poison stack on the enemy. I think that's what we're going to do. Toxic Eruption. The Blade. Crit chance plus 15%. Poison hit plus 15%. On hit chance to apply poison. And a water generator. Well. Okay. Congratulations. You can now also apply poison. Salve. We'll scrap it. Okie dokie. To the end, my friends. Alrighty, so we have the black hole for rare loot, we have the merchant, and we have ether crystals. We're going this way. We're starting over. We're going to need a lot of currency. I think I spent well over 1,000 in the demo. I might have just been on the Aethermancer guy. The madman. Elbioth, I think his name is. So that doesn't count Lily and Binding. Oh. I was so confused. I didn't see that was the upper level. Okay. Hello. Ooh. All right. Here it is, team. A foul creature. An abomination. The Mephisto. This was previously, I think, the highest damage someone could generate was from this silly puppy. It got nerfed because of the Schadenfreude. The first ally and the first enemy that uses an action each turn gets 2 terror or 2 burn applied to them. This monster gains +1 damage and +6 preservation for every 10 debuff stacks amongst all monsters in combat. He is horrifying, and he was a very high-risk, high-reward kind of character, and I hate that we started with no Earth Ether. Okay, so there's a lot of damage can be the Mandragora. We could shield it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I have no wind generation. It has to be completely random, I think. But we're triggering poison, we're healing, we're getting the blood pact. Life is just swell at the moment. I fear this man, so we're gonna focus it down. I wish I could like defend, but we just have to kind of tank this with the Mandragora. He has 50 HP effectively. He should be fine. Well, should be. He almost was it. Alright. But now he wins. I think we're going to get debuffed after casting this. So what I should have done was I should have acted with Nixie first. That was a bit of a boo-boo. That's a surprising amount of damage. That AoE skill will be pretty fun right about now. We'll just focus on this because he's dead. Big old damage across the board. And big heals, poison. All the poison causes regeneration. And the blood pact pops, and there is only one. G. It is super sketch. On the first turn when I can't stagger people. This should be a lot of damage, though. Yeah, it's a kill. That's how much damage it is. Very nice. We now have to we may have to alter how we play to get the Mandragora to heal turn 1. For every 7 ether consumed by allies, generate wild ether. That might not be bad. For every 100 healing of your allies, applies 2 power to each ally. Debuffs deal 4... What? Debuffs deal 4 more damage against enemies. Surely this can't mean every stack of poison deals 4. That would be like 5 per stack. That'd be dumb. I'm assuming it's just when you have a debuff that deals damage, it's whatever it is plus 4. I'm assuming. But let's find out. Mandragora gained 1 XP. Congratulations, Mandragora. I believe we're gaining 2 XP per battle in this biome, which is new. I believe in the demo it was just 1. A soul lantern, a resting place for roaming souls. The monsterkin took great care to construct and maintain them all across the faction ruins. The soul lantern draws roaming souls to it, and it even serves as a resting place for them. You may release a soul to it or take a soul from it. The choice is yours. If you release a soul, you lose 1 soul, but the thankful soul will allow you to choose one of your monsters to increase their maximum health by 5. If you take a soul, you simply gain 1 soul instead, which you may later use in your run. I don't believe we have a soul to release. So we will take a soul, which will allow us to capture one of the foul creatures of the second biome. Which ones do we want? Do we want him or do we want these? These are fun. A wild book. Okay, we began with Earth Ether. That's nice. We have attacks coming at everyone at different times, so I am going to do the Cleansing Rain, I think. Oh yeah, you have Vampirism. Terran enemies deals 2 more damage and heals the attacker. I always felt like the Nosferatu had really high potential, and every time I tried him, it just did not end well. The books, however, were a lot of fun. I don't know, team. It's hard to say. I used a lot of ether on that Cleansing Rain. The correct play, oh dear, might have been to, Wow, he took my ether. Yeah, see, we're kind of running into this issue where... Turn 1, if I can't go bananas, if I can't go B-A-N-A-N-A-S, it's ogre. Don't like that feeling. Man. So the front book is dead. The back book is buffing. So we have to deal with Nosferatu, really. And I mean, Venom's a good way to get a little crunk here. I should have used the shield, for sure. I don't think I have to heal. Famous last word. We could also use the harp, but I feel like... kind of a waste. There we go. Made it. Oh! Getting a little sketchy. This particular juncture. I missed the shields of Jotun. Or anyone, really, that provides shields. Okay. At least the Tatzelform is not going to get one-tapped. I think the Mandragora is definitely kind of the weak link here, although he is providing regeneration. Whenever regeneration stacks are applied to an ally, hold on, apply an additional stack. Okay, so every turn that's basically 2 regeneration stacks to all allies. On water action from an ally, applies regeneration to ally. Whenever allies heal for 2 more turns, triggers poison on all enemies. Okay. Are we at the point where I think we can do this? We are healing an awful lot. This might be doable. I feel like long-lived is just a safer bet, though. We're trying not to die. Oh, you're new. Hello. Are you so new that you don't have close-up art? I'm Karen. I heard the monsters in the void was scary, but honestly, I guess I'm just built different. Wait, what the heck are you? I'm just an Aethermancer. I'm Syriax. Whoa, gave me kind of a jump there. Can you do me a solid, though? Can you tell me the way back to Pilgrim's Rest? Not that I'm spooked or anything. I'll knock some sense into those monsters over there, and then I'll head back. Sure, just follow the path behind me. Nice. By the way, do you think Gustavo will still have some of that warm tea when I head back? By rescuing this character, you and your monsters have formed a bond in Pilgrim's Rest. Your monsters have cleansed to corruption. Do you think Gustavo is a warden? So that's a new character. I don't know what, They were introducing new characters in the demo all the time. And I have no idea what their purpose was. Are we going to be 1 XP short for the Tatzelworm? Nailed it. No, we're not. Ooh, the Gargoyle. So the Gargoyle is my goat. This guy is a tanky sod. I might try and capture him. Instead of the Mephisto. I didn't capture... Wait. Oh, I don't have it. I have a soul, but I don't have a memento. Okay. We do have a slight problem. Here's what we're going to do. We'll Snow Charm. And then we'll bop. Okay, we're burning. That's fine. And then we need to make sure we're still focused on this guy. We missed an attack. I forgot he just passively evade. Can he? How did you not take damage? Found creature. You know what we could do? Because the boss is coming up, we could command. I should probably command the boss, honestly. Like, literally double command the boss. We might have to. I'm so worried about this. I did 4 damage, but I got some good ether out of it, I think. Oh! Okay. That's fine. Okay. We're chilling. Okay. Mephisto's dead. Good. Mephisto is super dead. Mephisto is very dead. So dead that I probably should have thought about it for longer than I did, but it's okay. He might break here, actually. The blood... Yeah, the blood pack scatters him. Please don't kill Tatzelworm! He's fine. Okay. Okay. We're bing chilling. The skills. Then we heal. I have 6 regeneration at the moment, by the way. Alright. cleansed. We reduced our corruption. Huzzah. Okay. Final battle. Tatzelworm, show me your level up. Let's keep that poison synergy going. Poison damage +1. Yeah. Don't mind if I do. On Earth action from any ally applies poison to each enemy. Okay. Whenever regeneration is applied to an ally, heals them for 3. Ooh. Whenever regeneration triggers, shields them. I think this is good, but I think we have to shield. We have no shield. I know I got rid of this earlier from the Mandragora, but now the synergy is really coming together. We have so much regeneration. Okay. Well, him. We can visit the witch. We can visit the merchants. We can visit an epic loot drop. We do have 27 coins, so maybe we should visit the merchant. This time, I want to ask you a question, child of soul. I want to ask you a child. I would like to buy one child, please. Please call me Sirix. What is it? Why did you come here? When the void opened, I felt it was urgent enough to investigate. Interesting. So you just happened to be in the area, huh? I sensed the opening of the void from quite a distance, actually. No offense, but I cannot shake the feeling that I'm being interrogated. Oh, we're just a concerned party asking questions, is all. Care to buy anything? Okay. Could generate either. On support action, heals the eye with the lowest health for 5, and pulse and fire damage. This might be worth... better than this. Truthfully, this is not particularly great for the Mandragora. The Force is not really needed, though. These all kind of suck. We could buy another heart, but I'm not even using it. I think we'll just take a YOLO experience here. This one. Well, okay. Thank you. That's not overly helpful. Oh, hey. Well. Unfortunately, I don't have a... Oh. Actually, that doesn't matter, does it? You can also... I believe this is a Star Seeker. We'll see if I remembered his name correctly. Tides of the Void. The Void has chosen Earth. Oh, Starspawn, that's what it is. Whenever an ally or enemy uses an Earth action, Starspawn generates Wild Ether. Yeah, so this was the first Wild Ether character in the game. And he's a fun one. The only thing is that I can't capture him at the moment, which really sucks. Also, he has chosen the Earth element, which is something I am about to use. So, kind of sucks, but it is what it is. What I could do is I could command the Tatzelworm. I don't know, it's every turn, right? The element changes. I could command the Tatzelworm, and then attack here to generate an Earth Ether, and then attack again. Poison is kind of that important to me. So we attack here to generate an Earth Ether. We could do this. Yeah, great. Alright. I wish I had a memento, but wizardness. This guy, by the way, is so hard on the highest difficulty. In the demo, I could never kill him on the highest difficulty because he always does a laser beam that just deals a truly heinous amount of damage. It's actually just nutty. I believe we're still on Earth. Unfortunately, kind of want a shield. We could use the harp too. Okay. We'll purge some ether, I guess. For all the good it didn't do us. I believe we are envenoming. So. I believe his elements change. Maybe they have to reset first to change. So my lack of wind is really hurting me here. But I will go ahead and shield myself. Because he's going to hit me twice. And by me, I mean Nixie, of course. I gotta swing. Well, I could weaken, actually. We'll weaken. Even though it's giving him ether. Alright. Oh, that does so little damage on this difficulty. There we go. There's the pain. Jeez. Alright. Okay, now it's fire, which is good for me. Because I just don't do fire. We could... I could full heal her. She can also heal herself and generate a random ether, but I think... I feel like it's better to apply the weakness. It has to be, right? The second attack is coming at the tassel worm. So I think we are going to apply the... I get you the poison. Alright. Well, GG team. It was a pleasure and an honor. Suppose I could attack. We could do the same thing, right? We can toxic command him. I have to command him before I do my last action, so we can command him to restore his turn. Then we can swing with this to generate an Earth Ether. And then delete. My goat, the Tatzelworm. I told you. Wow, level 7. Natural Cure. Ooh, we have another form of cleanse. You also can get Toxic Eruption. Or plus 5 max HP. Not gonna lie, team. Plus 5 max HP is really tempting. 4 times for water damage against target enemy. Heal self. Free action, apply regeneration. I'm really looking for... Oh, I don't have wind. I thought I had all the elements. No wonder I feel like I'm lacking it. This could be good. I feel like we're so starved for our ether already. So we're just going to take the max HP. Nixie gained 2 XP. Nice. Now there is a new biome. Are we going to it? Or are we like, hey, you did the tutorial, good job. I'll take either, honestly. Your wares are quite specialized. Only the best, of course. You get your gold's worth when you come to me. How did you happen to come across them, actually? Oh, there are many things to be found in the void. Just ripe for the taking. And the souls? As I always say, many things are known to us. I say, can't you buy anything? An epic ocarina. On support action, heals the ally with the lowest health for 7. Wild conversion. Converts the first 1 ether generated by this monster each turn into wild ether. 50% on action chance to apply regeneration to self. Starts combat with shields. Oh, this is so good. I also use this to generate Wild Wild. Doesn't tell me how many charges it has. I might take this. Nixie. That's such a good weapon for her. But the fact that she has like a free action support skill lets her trigger that twice if she wants to. I think that salve is so strong as well. It might just be this. All right. Congratulations. We got 8 gold out of it. I think we'll just hold the money. That was a horrifying sound. So, previously, when you defeated the Star Spawn, you would get a cutscene with a monstrosity revealing itself to you and then ending. The Garden Districts. I went to the Ether Spring. Here are all the characters that we've gotten the souls for. This is all new. I am seeing this for the very first time. You have been spotted by a roaming monster. Combat is unavoidable. You have a small time window left to perform the Void Blitz by pressing space. If you do not initiate combat by Void Blitz, combat begins without either side having an advantage. Huh. I wonder why that showed up. As if I don't know that already. Man. I don't know if I'm able to break this guy. We do have Wild Ether still, but... Oh, it's a kitty! I know who I need to get. Man, I wish I had a memento. Alright. Let's see what we're working with. The Medusa. The sneaky snake. The woman is, like, dead? Lamentation of Woes. Retaliate cleanses 1 debuff from self. For every 4 debuffs cleansed from self, triggers an attack that deals 1x4 earth/water damage to all enemies and applies 4 affliction to each enemy. I don't know what affliction is. Affliction applies X debuff stacks randomly chosen among the debuffs that can be applied by the monsters in your party. Oh, okay. She has Endure. Heals all allies for 2/5, applies 3 poison to self, cleanses 1 corruption from all allies at first use each combat. I see, she applies poisons just so you can be cleansed. Interesting. 3/6 water damage to target enemy. Against target enemy, cleanses debuff from self, or she can cleanse that way, I guess. 3/6 water earth damage to all enemies, applies 3 poison to all enemies and self, generates 1 random ether. 4/6 water fire damage against target enemy, applies 4 affliction to target enemy and self. My goodness gracious. 94 HP as well. Dear mother of pearl. Here's the Sphinx. Exalted Damn Strain. At the start of your turn, applies Sidekick to this monster and applies 2 Essence to its attached minions. This monster cannot learn any attacks. What is Essence? A minion's life energy. Without Essence, it dies. It gets consumed whenever a minion's action triggers and whenever the attached monster takes 5 or more unshielded attack from the one attack. Oh, a minion is a summoned being. Oh. Always attached to a monster, minions trigger their action after any action of their attached monster. Huh. Basic heal. Oh, so it doesn't have an attack. It just heals basically and generates earth, wind, wild ether. Oh my, what the? Heals target ally for 2/7, permanently increases their max health by 1 when used the first time each combat. Summon Windlands. This is a minion. Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Amit, which 141 HP with a gluttony. Regeneration heals this monster for 10% of its maximum health rounded up, but does not trigger at start of turn. On attack from this monster or its minions, trigger regeneration on self and deals an earth fire hit to target enemy equal to the amount healed. Oh boy. applies redirect, applies regeneration, permanently increases max health by 1. Wow. Firelance minion, 3 by 7 earth, water damage against target enemy, applies regeneration to all allies, applies regeneration to all allies, then shields for 2 for each enemy attack on them. Okay. Pull. I don't even know what to do. The obvious choice seems to be to smack the cat. Though it pains me so. And then just kind of go from there. And hope we can tank it. Which seems kind of like 50-50. Maybe we can. Maybe we can't. Okay. Okay. Oh. I thought we lived. Nope. It died. Okay. Well, you know, that's just how it is, I guess. It's not over yet. I wouldn't say I'm confident, but it's not over. If we can survive, we can just hold out. We can't go resurrect something, but we might just take too much damage where the corruption just ends us anyway. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna die to my own poison here. Oh no, I healed! Thanks to the magic aura that's long gone. I could try and kill this. Well, I mean... if not now... when, you know? I'm trying. Oh, the lamentation. Is that enough to kill me? Okay, we have the auto heal coming in. No, the Tatzelvum! My goats! Wow. That was really tough. Okay. Well. Not too shabby. That damage spike is crazy. But hey, new biome. New terrifying madness. Welcome to Pilgrim's Rest, home to many different characters. Some of them offer you permanent upgrades that will benefit you on your future run, such as the soul bounds offered by Lily the Witch. Try talking to some people and see what they have to offer you. Another Aethermancer. Seems like that dawn void attracts your kinds like moths. Anyway, you should mind my manners. Welcome to our humble village of Pilgrim's Rest. Last stop before the fractured ruins. No place as civilized as ours in miles. I'm Gustavo, tavern keep, innkeep, judge, mayor. Pleasure to meet you. Likewise. Anyway, as I was saying, another one of your kind arrived here just yesterday. There by the cliff, just up ahead. I said they're an envoy of some such, here to study the void. Strange one. A lot of pilgrims come through here, you know. Never bothered to make the trip to the holy city myself, truth be told, but I hear it's magnificent. When it's not the end of the world, anyway. Ain't never seen 2 Aethermancers in a single day, though. We'll try to behave. Oh, just one more thing before you storm off. Did you find any Aether crystals on the way here? Perhaps? It's no secret. Those crystals are valuable to our kind. Pilgrim's Rest would prosper if we had a steady supply of them. And I'm sure I could put in a good word for you with the folks around here in exchange. You get what I'm saying? If I give you Aether crystals, people around here will help me out on my mission. Got it. Some of the others around here also wouldn't mind sharing their services with you in exchange for those crystals. Let me put it in plain terms. Lily the Witch and Alioth the Envoy seem interested in Aether crystals as well. But why don't you and I try to make a deal first? Are you looking to make a deal today, Sirix? Of course, as provisional mayor of Pilgrim's Rest, I'll see to the lawful distribution of those Aether crystals, as well as to recognize you as our benefactor. Gustavo can grant you perks that will benefit you on your future runs of the Void, granting you additional resources and improving the services of the characters you meet in the Void. So we can begin with gold, we can get additional merchant discounts. We probably want this, right? Requires 24 types of human? Yeah. I think I do... I probably want this. We have to start our runs with trying to unlock as many things as possible. Thank you. Yeah, more to say. Oh, hey, here's the friend we gathered. We saved him. Don't get me wrong. I love being out there and fighting the good fight. But even tough guys gotta relax sometimes. Okay. Hey, Lily. So, how do you like Pilgrim's Rest? Cozy, isn't it? It's beautiful. It is, isn't it? It's amazing what these people have managed to build here. I hope people don't give you too many odd looks. I think a lot of them doubt that an Aethermancer would help us out. I don't blame them for being skeptical. Terrace Day hasn't treated your people kindly in the past. And that's why this place feels special. I didn't grow up here, but it still feels like home to me. Anyway, let's not dwell on all that. You remember what I told you about my special ability, right? You mean soul bonding, right? Exactly. Soul bonding ensures that you always have your most trusted monsters at your side when you need them. I just need some Aether crystals to perform my magic. How about it, Sidix? So, once you have gotten memento with someone, you can then start a run with them. And of course, you can see the different zones. I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't have my boy, the goat, the Tatzelfirm. And we'll get this Warden as well. You know what? There, we have them all. Oh. I probably should... Hello? Greet. Okay. I'm backing away. See? No threat here. Aww. I was hoping that'd be like a cat character. Maybe one day. So I believe there is one more person we need to have a chat with. That, of course, is Alioth. Hello. Ah, I see you found your way here, too. The void is truly treacherous, isn't it? I actually wasn't ordered to go inside, but nobody's ever made it into the council just by following orders. Now that you're here, I should mention, I am trained in Aethermancer enhancement. I take it you are unfamiliar with it. It is a rather recently developed form of magic, one of the benefits as a follower of Aquilos. Indeed, I hadn't known about this yet. By utilizing Aether crystals, I'm able to enhance the capabilities of other Aethermancers and their monsters. I'm not sure if the council would approve of it, but we do share a common goal. So, I will make my services available to you. Thanks. Much appreciated. So, this is where we get like skill rerolls and we can upgrade different artifacts and max HP, which is pretty good. And great potential could be good. Maybe. Yeah, this sort of thing. This is the roguelite experience. We have 3 vendors who can all provide us with new and fancy things. And I believe... will it show me here? Maybe not. This is where we begin our run. In the demo, there were 2 difficulties. Normal, it's called heroic, or mythic. The second difficulty is much harder, but my experience was that I could manage it with, like, just, level 2 and 3 monsters until I got to the boss. The final boss just ended me, which of course was that star spawn that we bodied. But now I imagine, if there is a greater difficulty, the 3rd biome is going to be the new ender of worlds. But my friends, that's it for this first episode. I do hope that you enjoyed. Aethermancer's early access is here, and I'm very excited to test out all of the new things and see what we can see. I might do a little bit of farming for the next episode, just get some more stuff, try and farm up some of those crystals, but we'll see. See how eager I'm feeling, because there's a lot going on now. If I had a nickel for every newly released early access game I've recorded today, I'd have 2. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird this happened twice. But thanks for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date with the happens channel, feel free to read the description down below. And I will see you next time.